Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Onward Productions, our Meeting at the Crossroads music series. I'm your host, Darren Lorenzo from Atlanta, Georgia.
And I'm your co-host, Jardé Pierre, all the way from St. Lucia. Our Meeting at the Crossroads series is where you get to meet the artists of Upward and Onward, what inspires them, what makes them who they are, and how this pandemic has affected them.
Get ready for our Meeting at the Crossroads.
On this episode, all the way from Curacao, we have Ruben Anthony.
Ruben Anthony was born in the beautiful Caribbean island of Curacao and started singing and dancing pretty much around the age of 7. At age 18, Ruben moved to Amsterdam, Holland, where he was accepted to the theater school. Now, after school, Ruben played a lot of leading roles in musicals like Fame, Carmen Cubana, the musical Hair, Daddy Cool, and the list continues. He even toured with Enrique Iglesias. So, I met Ruben many years ago. I won't even try to count. I used to live in Amsterdam years ago. Left, come back, left, come back. I did that whole thing for years. And I think this was one of the times that I was actually trying to relocate back to Amsterdam. I was staying with my sister at the time and I was looking for a job, a performing job. And she put me in contact with a friend of hers that she knew who was Ruben. And I knew when I met him, and I was like, oh, I met this cat before. Girls used to love him because he had these light eyes. He used to ride this festival, I think you would call it. And he had his way about the town. You know, we would kind of frequent some of the same places where performers would go to perform or hang out or whatnot. Well, in this particular situation, she introduced me to him. We had lunch. We talked about, goals and things that I was looking for, things he might be to help me with, people he might be to pass my information on to or whatnot. And he actually spoke of a show called Daddy Cool that he was in, that he had been touring with. And he said, it might be a role available for you with a guy that might not be able to come back. And so between him and my sister, they set up an audition for me. I auditioned maybe days later after meeting him and having lunch. After the audition, maybe a couple of days, maybe 3 days passed. I ended up booking the show. And me and Ruben ended up being able to do Daddy Cool the musical in Mallorca, Spain, a sit down for just a short little while. But I got a chance to hang out with this cool cat, Ruben Anthony, man. Got a chance to hang out with him, and I just want to say thank you to him, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to do that show. And I thought that show was great. I got a chance to do a couple of pop lock moves or whatnot, but he was really the star. He was the star that was singing, acting, and dancing, a true triple threat. And
remember that one night when we were out drinking and we just like, yeah, man. And all you had to do was like say, yeah, man. And I just kept going and going. And then she said this, and then this, and then. And you're like, yeah, man. And that's what real friends do. Just, yeah, man. So, cheers to that.
Cheers, my dude.
If you're wondering what this is Jack Daniel's honey whiskey. Yeah, man. I started drinking whiskey when I was 26. My uncle had passed, and he was a big whiskey drinker. And then my cousin was like, we never really drank whiskey, but because in memory of his dad, he started drinking whiskey, and I was like, yo, I'm solid with my cousin, so I'm going for it, you know. So I was 26 when I started drinking whiskey, and it's all downhill from that point on, man. I mean, shit. Cheers. It's actually kind of like a cool thing right now to be able to do this, and technology is cool, right? Like sometimes you spend too much time on your phone and you're like, I'm on my phone like trying to get this and this and this and this. But now, because of the lockdown, this is amazing. Like you can just text me and we can just talk like this, and it's amazing. And I can spread my love and my music towards you guys in Atlanta. So it's amazing. Thank you. All right, so what was one of my greatest accomplishments? What was one of my greatest That's all I have to say. My greatest accomplishments. You know, it's a difficult question, or not. It's an interesting question because I'm not where I want to be yet, if you know what I mean. And there's so much more that I want to achieve that even though I've done so much already and I've done many cool things and cool shows and like I had my highs and my lows, it's almost like because I haven't achieved my goal yet, I can't say like, oh yeah, but that was great, because I'm still on the road to get somewhere, you know what I mean? At the same time, a good friend of mine always said like, it's not your goal that's important, but the way you get there, right? So the road to the goal. I could go on and tell you about, look, I did this and this and this and this, and that's cool. And I'm very, very proud of my albums that I made. I made 3 albums, and actually I made 4 albums, all original material. So yeah, I could talk about that for hours, but I think my greatest accomplishment is having been through so many things and having so many things happen that shouldn't have happened or I didn't want to happen, and I'm still here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still smiling, I'm still doing what I love, I'm still here talking about my music, I'm still singing. I think that's the greatest accomplishment, that I didn't give up on when things were down or things were hard, that I didn't give up. And
sitting here thinking about it yesterday, I realize how time just flies away. Funny how the memories never fade to gray. I want you to know how I feel every day, yeah. Oh, oh, how I love you. Oh, oh, no one above you. Oh, 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 thanks to you I'll be okay.
okay, so you're asking me to name one person that inspired me the most, and I mean, really, one guy, one person, one woman, one man. Oof. I remember when I was 19, I was 18, and I was still in school, in the performing arts school in Amsterdam, and we were allowed to dance a piece in this club called Paradiso, and we were going to be the opening act for an artist, and I'd never heard of this artist before. Turns out this artist is Maxwell, and when he still had the afro, and this was his first album, his first tour out. And after the show, I just remember feeling the need or the rush to just like rush to the front of the stage and just watch. And from that moment on, basically I was sold. I was just like, yes, this is what I want an artist to be, because I loved his lyricism, I loved his melodies, I loved how smooth he was or is. And mind you, I always, as a kid, was looking at Janet Jackson and Michael Jackson. Like, I knew all the choreographies from If. I knew everything. I knew The Way It Made Me Feel is still my favorite song from Michael Jackson. But this was a different level. Like, Michael and Janet were like pop, and they were like out there, you know? And then here comes this guy who is so smooth and still like touches me. The essence of him just touched me. And it's also cool for you maybe to know, like, growing up in Curacao, like, my mom is white and my dad is black. But my mom was a soul lover, but she didn't really kill us with soul at home, you know? Like, I knew, for example, Otis Redding was my mom's favorite, but I didn't know, like, a lot of soul artists. Then when I moved to Holland, and I switched somehow because the kids in my neighborhood started calling me half-breed, and I was like, what, half-breed, what's that? Because my mom's white and my dad's black, they had a name for that, but I had never heard this name before. So moving to Holland made me realize, like, oh, I'm different. Like, I knew I was different because of the eyes, but not because of the color of my skin, the color of my eyes. So I was fine with the color of my eyes. Like, yeah, sure, you think it's cat eyes or whatever you think it is, but I never heard anything about my skin. So them kids telling me that made me go, wait, so if I'm different, why am I different? How am I different? And that's how I started looking into Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and reading about them at 13, 14. And that's how I got into, oh, that's where the music comes from, what the music means, the hymns and the soul and the church music, and that they were talking to each other through music so that the masters wouldn't understand or wouldn't hear. Like, that's how I got inspired by being black, so to speak. But before that, I wasn't even aware of anything. But musically, and you can also hear that back in my first album, Exceptional, I tried to write like Maxwell. I tried to, like, be mysterious with my words, with a simple message, but still be smooth with my wording, you know. But I mean, I'm not gonna say it worked. Let's say it's a process. So by now you know that I'm from Curacao, and I'm gonna take you back to the islands. Here we go.
Here we go. My gratitude knowing you're mine, yeah. Hey, never gonna stop loving. Never gonna stop. Bring it back, come on. Hey, I just wanna let you know I will never let you go. Yes, I'll be the one to hold you tight. Yeah. I just wanna let you know I will never let you go. Making love until the morning light. Sometimes I believe heaven sent me an angel. Everything is supposed to be forever with you by my side. I never ever felt more alive. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Never gonna stop loving. Never gonna stop loving. Come on. Ooh, yeah. Come on, hey. Oh no, oh no, oh no, yeah. Now, if that didn't bring it back to the islands, I don't know what will. Bow!
So actually this question about who I patterned myself after the most is kind of like a follow-up to the other one, right? Yeah. So we have Maxwell, and you already heard Michael Jackson, and who else? Stevie Wonder. I like him. I like him a lot, actually. I try to emulate what he does, but you know how it is. What would I tell my younger self? So many things, man. You know, they say don't live with regret, but I honestly cannot say that I don't live with regret. Recognizing your opportunities, like as a young kid, I always, you know, this is my personality. I always look for the next best thing, you know, and I do this in everything. And it doesn't mean that I don't appreciate what I have at the moment, but I'm just so eager to grow to the next phase that sometimes I misread what's in front of me. One of the things, like it's a funny story, and it's a small thing, but it kind of like puts it to the point. There was this choreographer looking for a couple of dancers, and it was just a private audition. And this was in the time when I was still dancing. And I had like bombarded the audition. And it was for an European tour for an English pop group, Eternal. And they were hot at the moment, at that time. And I got the job. But I was so like, I didn't get it. Nah. That when I got the voicemail and it was somebody speaking English, I thought it was a friend of mine pranking me. So I deleted the message thinking, that's not for me, that's just my friend pranking me. Turns out it was I really got the job. And this was one of those moments where I was like, dude, if you would have just believed in yourself a little bit more and taken yourself a little bit more serious and not be like, that's not them, or they wouldn't take me, I would have been on that tour, you know, and then something else might have come out of that. I would tell my younger self to recognize opportunities and stay humble and relax. Just relax. Because that's when the magic happens, when you relax.
She can write a rhyme or read, or sing it on the phone, in any place, in any room or home. She got everything I need, so sensual. I promise you I'll never let you fall. I don't know what it is, but I'm loving this. Cause you're always on my mind. No, always on my mind. No. So I don't wanna lie, cause I can't deny. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind, girl. I'm looking at you while you're sipping. Yes, I know for a fact I would die for you, and even more than that. No. It may sound so crazy, seems so wrong, feeling so strong, just keep on keeping on. And it's driving me crazy, cause baby, I could buy you some diamonds and a Benz. Rather be your lover, partner, and a friend. Why? I don't know what it is, but I'm loving this. Cause you're always on my mind. No. Always on my mind. So I don't wanna lie, cause I can't deny. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind, girl. Don't let this be an illusion. Baby, just stay for a while. Don't let this be an illusion. Baby, just stay for a while. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I'm loving it. Cause you're always on my mind. No, always on my mind. No. So I don't wanna lie, cause I can't deny. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind, girl. Always, yeah. Always on my mind, girl.
See, I love this song because this was the first song that I released in 2019 in June, and up to now on Spotify, I got 400,000 streams. Like, that's a lot. So I'm happy. I'm very happy. So keep streaming, keep loving it, keep sharing it, and yeah, let's go. So the pandemic, wow, what has it taught me? It taught me that I really love what I do, because right now I can't perform, I can't be on stage, I can't do anything with an audience, with a live audience. So I miss that. But on a deeper level, staying home, dealing with staying home is, it humbles you. It makes you go like, I'm happy I have a roof over my head. I'm happy that I have food on the table, that I can put food on the table. I'm healthy. I have a terrace. Like, I can't show you, but I have a terrace, even though I live on the first floor. So if the sun is out, I can go out and just breathe. So it's learned. I've learned more patience and kind of like be happy with the little things. Like, I'm playing chess almost every day, and it takes up like 2-3 hours of my day, which is great. I'm training my brain, but like, I'm busy. So this pandemic has taught me patience.
Every day I'm lost in love. Every day I live for you. Hey, hey, hey. Every day I'm lost for words. Oh. Feel the waves with the touch of my shoulder. Memories and the feeling gets stronger. Feel the breeze and it's taking me right to you. Feel the sun and I'm closing my eyes. Wipe the tears, can we celebrate life? Oh no, no. Reaching for one last moment to share with you. Every day I'm lost in love. Every day I live for you. Every day not by my side. It ain't the same without you. Every day I'm lost for words. Every day ever since you're gone.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
It's in the air, it's pulling me closer. It's been a minute, but I never felt closer. I feel the breeze and it's taking me right to you. I wear your name and it's close to my heart. You're never near me, but we're never apart. Oh no, no. Reaching for one last moment to share with you.
Come on.
Every day I'm lost in love. Every day I live for you. Every day not by my side. It ain't the same without you. Every day I'm lost for words. Every day ever since you're gone. Every day I'm lost in love. Every day I live for you. Every day not by my side. It ain't the same without you. Every day I'm lost for words. Every day ever since you're gone.
Hey. Thank you for that one. You know what? This song is special to me because it's about my best friend. He passed away when I was 22, and he was 23. And it was like super fast. Like, I got a call from his auntie, like I think on a Wednesday, and I remember I was driving home from a show or from a rehearsal, and no, from a show I think it was, and she called me, and I was like, she never calls me, so was like, hi. And she's like, hey. And I heard on the hey, the way she said hey, I knew something's up. So I just like immediately parked the car in somebody's backyard. Don't even know the person. And she told me like, yeah, Clayton is kind of sick. No, but he's really like a little bit sick. So she was trying to like slow it, like give it to me slow. And can you imagine, like 3 days later, the guy was gone. So yeah. And it took me all this time, like this is like 20 years in the making, kind of, you know, like I just couldn't write about it. And now 2 years ago I wrote this song, wrote the melody and the lyrics, and then now only I can put it into music and sing it to y'all and be celebrating his life. So thank you for making a special version, because this song is special to me in every single way, like you can imagine. So thank you to everybody involved, and I think we're gonna like kind of close it off. You know, it's always good talking to you, my brother. Always cool. You know, I like to talk. You can see I've just let it go on and on about it. So I would like to ask you, your followers, my followers, everybody who's watching this, please go to Spotify and please stream Lost in Love. I just want this song to become a hit and go up with, yeah, I'm coming. I just want this song to fly. It should fly, you know? Yeah. Thank you very much for the time. I'm gonna sign off and enjoy a nice little dinner, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed making this and talking to you guys. So talking to you, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Yeah, you know, like one last thing I want to say. I've traveled a lot. I've been blessed to travel a lot, and one of the cool things that I learned is, like, I'm from Curacao, right? And we have certain rhythms in Curacao. And then when I went to French Polynesia, where I got this tattoo made, I was on my way to the tattoo guy, and I turned on the radio, and I was like, hey, I'm hearing the same rhythms that we play in Curacao, but it's just a little bit faster. And then I saw a group of ladies dance, and they're also dancing with their hips, right? And us as black people in Curacao, as descendants from Africa, we also use, the women also use our hips, like the men also, like, you know, it's like a call and response kind of thing. And the only difference is that we in Curacao, the ladies move their hips front to back, and in French Polynesia, they move their hips more side to side. But both of them are so sensual and so, sorry to say, so sexy to see. So that combination of seeing that they dance the same way that we do, they interpret dance the same way that we do, they have the same rhythm as we do, I was thinking, like, at some point somewhere we were all one.
I'm jealous of the silk that covers you when you sleep. I'm jealous when the water touches you instead of me. I'm jealous of the steps you take, walking away from me. Please be my song, I'll be your melody. Ooh.
And actually, the pandemic, in a weird way, is good for humanity, because we were told to stop and think of each other.
I'm jealous of the silk that covers you when you sleep. I'm jealous when the water touches you instead of me. I'm jealous of the steps you take, walking away from me. Please be my song, I'll be your melody. Ooh, I'll be your melody.
Think of it as not us trying to survive this as an individual, but as a people, as one earth, trying to survive this and handle this pandemic. So that's my message for you guys today. Be 1.
Now, your attention and time is much appreciated, and we look forward to seeing you next week for more performances and music. Remember, success is only an arm's length away. Stay safe, stay home if you can, and if you can't, please practice social distance with a healthy and conscious way of life. Upward and onward, folks.